Good evening, good people. Good evening, good evening. We are on a gas mission again.
I run from it, pull it out, shoot PTSD.
Yeah, I'm rolling the window down for you. You're gonna have to lock them. We are gonna go get some gas. He like looking out the window. I decided to do like a little vlogging because there's just so much going on, you guys. There's just so much going on. It's right after work, so I look like I had a day. I did have a day. A very long day. I sure did. Y'all, did y'all see fucking Summer Walker's video? I died. The video that she made, I guess responding to London on the Track, which is her baby daddy, and I guess his previous baby moms. Now I don't really know, turn the AC off. I don't really know anything about Summer Walker besides her music. Like, I don't know anything about her personal life. I don't know about her drama or anything like that. Like, I just be reading the comments, and I saw people, like, some people are for her and other people are not. Some people say she crazy. I read that she don't wash. People was like, she feed her kid like tree nuts and shit. I don't know, because again, like I said, I don't follow Summer Walker's life in any capacity, right? But I do like the young lady's music. But you know, I thought it was odd that she, number one, got with London on the Track, because he already, from my understanding, again, not because I know these people personal business, but you know what you hear, what you see on the blogs. Some of my favorite YouTubers do commentary for celebrity gossip and all of that, so like, you know, you hear things, whatever. Y'all remember they said London on the Track, I don't know if y'all remember, but if y'all watch Tasha K, do y'all remember when she said London on the Track might have been with R. Kelly because his mom, I don't know, allegedly, like, but him and R. Kelly, supposedly that's how he got his start. I don't know, but yeah, so her video, yo, like, I might put some of it in here
with his children, guys, and y'all try to blame me for it. I have nothing to do with it. But now that I gave him back, why are y'all still with me? Leave me alone, bro. I don't know what y'all think this is, but we're not doing this for the next 18 years, bro. We're not doing this for the next 18 years. I try to be cool with all y'all. I try to be the big happy family. Try to, you know, have everybody come over for Christmas. Everybody come over for Thanksgiving. I tried to do all that shit. I don't want to with me. Ebony, you told me I tried to meet you you wouldn't meet me. You just wanted to talk. For 2 years, I had him. I said, I told Lynn, I said, bring her here. I want to talk to her. Brought you here. Didn't even tell you. He didn't even tell you I was there. You was mad. And we talked. I'm like, shorty, I had no problem with you. I want to be good. Let's, you know, our kids, they can grow up together. I can't wait till parents come.
Well, I edited it. I don't know. The shit was just funny to me. Like, I appreciate people who are like animated, like, so to speak. And, you know, she was basically just like, yo, leave me alone. So again, I don't know the full story. I don't know what's going on. You know, I have no opinion either way, but I just thought that shit was hilarious that she made. I think it was like 6 minutes, something like that, a whole 6-minute video in her bathroom with the 55-inch wig on, basically telling the baby moms, to the broke baby moms, to leave her alone, and London on the Track to leave her alone. The shit that she was saying was hilarious because it was super sarcastic, and I just find it funny. Like, so, you know, I mean, she did choose to have a baby with this dude. Like, you already knew he had mad baby moms. Like, you knew he had a reputation. So at the end of the day, like, I don't know, you know, grown-ups make grown-up decisions. You got to live with your decisions. But this is the choice that you made. But that shit was hilarious. Mandates, you guys. Vaccine mandates. And I can't say too much because I work for the government. So I try to keep it real brief. And also YouTube is flagging certain words and things like that. So I'm gonna try to be careful about it. But as y'all know, I work for New York State. And the mandate is basically for every New York, if you work for New
York State, everybody, teachers, nurses, doctors, police officers, firefighters, any of those type of jobs, you are going to be mandated by September 27th to get the pokey in your arm, or you are considered not fit for work. As to what they're going to do or what the consequences are going to be if you aren't, I'm not sure. At least for my job, there is really still no clear-cut answer as to if you have a medical exemption, if you have a religious exemption. But from my understanding, the new governor for New York, something like that, I think she just signed an executive order taking religious exemptions off the table. They're starting to do that with a lot of things. You cannot use any religious exemption for anything now. Like it's they don't care. Which is crazy to me. But this is the way of the world, right? This is the way the world is going. Things are getting worse. And no matter what your stance is, whether you are pro getting the pokey or not, you have to understand, and this is my perspective, obviously, and my opinion, obviously. But, I've been around for a little bit. I work in government. I work with some of New York State's very high on the ranking scale politicians. Let's put it like that. So I see a lot. I hear a lot. I am around the law every day, right? This is my life, basically. And when I tell you that when you start taking away people's options, so right now it's the pokey, right? Yeah, yes, we're in a pandemic, right? At the same time, it has already been proven that there are other ways to protect yourself, and there are other ways to stay safe. They are basically forcing people, like at least in my capacity, like we have unions, right? You can't just, supposedly, you can't just do anything to us or make us do stuff without having a reasonable sit down and discussion or bargaining talk, right? This is according to contract, right? So unions are very important, and if you are blessed to be in a union, I'm sure you understand. If you have your mom, your father, whoever will tell you how important unions are and how hard that people before us back in the days had to fight to have unions so that people couldn't just fire you. Companies couldn't just make you do whatever. Like, they couldn't make you work 25 hours out the day, you know what I mean? Like, this is why unions are important, because you have, what is going on here? You have some backing, you have the opportunity to, if you have to file a grievance, you have, people that will support you, etc. Like, it's just like a whole big thing why unions are important, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. Why is this traffic so backed up right here? Anyway, I guess I could log it out before I get to my gas station. Y'all know I go to a certain gas station. Anyway, I'm gonna load this up right away. But yeah, just my whole point is that unions are important. So what's happening now, at least in my for the whole New York State, to be honest with you, because I have friends that are nurses, I have friends that are teachers. Like, the shit is happening everywhere in New York State, is that they have taken away the people's right to decide if we agree to this, right? They're changing laws, so certain things are against the law, but when laws are being changed underneath the table and people are signing off on stuff without certain people knowing, so when it's time for your lawyers to file certain things, they're blocked because they don't already, certain people have done executive orders, they don't already change the law, and it's like, well, if the law says this, you can't fight it. Meanwhile, like, nobody knew that these laws were being changed, and that's exactly what's going on. And I want people to realize, right, because I'm a totally pro-choice person. I feel like every individual has the right to decide what they want to do, and I'm not even just talking about the pokey. I'm talking about anything. I never believed that a human being shouldn't have the right to decide what's best for them, their body, their life, their situation, who they choose to love, who they choose to marry, what they choose to do for a living, how they wear their hair, how they wear their clothes. Like, that's not up to anybody but that individual person. And I'd be damned if somebody somewhere has the right to take that away from you, right? So with that being said, this all ties into where we're going. You know what I mean? I know that in the South, because I have family in the South, and I've actually spoken to some of you guys who live in the South, in some of the southern states, they're not going as hard at y'all for these mandates to get, vaccinated. I mean, I'm hearing it's so hard to even get people to wear masks where y'all are. I wish here in New York State that they would just tell us to just continue to wear our masks and social distance, because once they start forcing one thing on you, and this is for the people that are all like, oh, why y'all didn't go get y'all shot? Oh, why y'all didn't do this? Why y'all don't do that? And I'm not telling y'all whether I'm vaccinated or not. What I'm telling y'all is I think from a more logical perspective, and I'm not just thinking about me, and I'm not just thinking about the right now. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about what else can they mandate? What else can they just tell you to do without you having the option? Right now, they're trying to pit people against each other, the people that have the shot and the people that don't have the shot. The media is toxic in so many ways. Most of us know that. Some things are true, a lot of things are not. You have to use your common sense to decipher, do your own research. And this is why I belong to a lot of different groups and things like that. I have friends that do all type of stuff, and I start talking to people. I start getting the real deal. What's really going on in these hospitals? What's really going on with these nurses? What's really happening, behind the scenes with certain people? And most of the time, you guys, everything that's being presented to us is total bullshit. Okay? And most people know that. A lot of people are also scared to speak up against something, that's like, I want to say powerful, or, you could be punished. Like, I know, I'll never say the name, but I know a doctor who is anti the pokey pokey because of the things that she has seen with people getting it, but she will not speak out because she is scared of losing her license, because certain places have been told they are not allowed to say certain things. They cannot tell patients don't get it because the risk outweighs any side effects. But that's not a choice. Think about it, you guys. Nobody should have the choice. Nobody should have the option to tell you what choice you should make, right? So no doctor, nobody behind a legislative desk or behind in an office making a decision for everybody should be able to force you to do anything. Today it's the pokey pokey, tomorrow it'll be something else. I have friends who are truck drivers, right? My cousin owns a trucking company, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Stock up. So right now, when y'all see this video, I'm gonna try to load it tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm gonna try to have this video up. Stock up now. Y'all thought it was bad before, when we first was in the initial pottery bond demic. Wait until the next few months. Yo, the government is stopping trucks from delivering. And if some of y'all think family either drives trucks or you have people in your family that drive trucks, so I'm sure y'all are aware of this. The government is stopping trucks from delivering essential supplies in certain states. Could you guess which states they are? The states that are forcing the mandates. Do your own research. You don't gotta listen to me. Please always do your own research. Never listen to anybody on the internet and take it for fact. Always do your own research. They are also forcing farmers to destroy crops, right? No.
My coworker got talking today, and something came up that I didn't really think about when my dad mentioned it to me. He's worked in the agriculture industry for over 40 years. This year, farmers are being offered 1.5 times the value of their crops to destroy them. They're also being told by the federal government they will not receive subsidies for farming if they refuse to destroy their crops. What does that mean? That means that the farmer cannot afford to provide you with food based upon the taxes the government is levying on him if the government doesn't in turn give him back his tax money to provide you with food. Kind of a fucked up system, but that's how it works. And, well, they're not going to subsidize them if they don't destroy the crops. They'll pay them more than what it's worth, and they want them to destroy it, and they'll still get their subsidies. They're trying to create a food shortage. We've got 8 months to get our own food supply, or we're probably going to be facing mass starvation.
Is it true that the government is paying farmers to destroy their crops? And the simple answer to that is yes, they are.
Initially heard about the government paying farmers to destroy their crops, I thought it was a load of bullshit. Well, lo and behold, we received our destruction notice the other day. So basically there was two options on how to destroy the crop. The government could fly on Agent Orange, or we could manually destroy the crop ourselves. Oh, we put too much blood, sweat, and tears in it to let them destroy it, so we decided to manually do it ourselves. Basically, it said if we used a lawnmower to destroy the crop, we could receive an extra $600 an acre. Something about the low carbon footprint or something. So that's what we're doing.
I got my letter yesterday. The letter asking you to destroy some crop. Along with the letter, I had to sign for a certified package, which included these these two binders, and then of course this 3-ring binder on how to properly dispose of your crops. And as you can tell, it's on government paper. And as you can tell, this here is the affected area in my section of the county, closest town, and of course you can't run away where you live. So from the county tracts, then they break it down into these individual farm tracts that you have to destroy. And you can see the crop or the field.
This is the second machine that I dropped off here for the local farmers. Just want to show you a little bit of each drum. You got 4 of these drums, 2 on each side. Now you can imagine the damage they can do, not counting the blade which you can set down. So this will be the first field that we take care of. So all we're going to do is mash everything into the ground. And then I'm going to go pick up some steel plates, lay them across the road plates, so we can get the machines over there, start on that farm. So the farmers got paid by the government. I don't understand what it's all about, but they got paid. Now they hired us to come in here and just destroy whatever we can. I don't understand how it all works, but we're already paid for a certain amount of time. You can hear the first machine already running out there. So when you hear them farmers saying they're getting paid to destroy everything, they ain't bullshitting y'all. Y'all better start paying attention.
Well, what you saw right there ought to concern you. I was doing exactly what I was told via a letter I got last night in the mail from the Department of Hydrocarbons. They said in order to stabilize oil prices, they need a bunch of oil just dumped. And not dumped on the market, just dumped on lease roads and field roads and things like that. So I'm hooked up to that oil tank, going straight into my truck to get rid of it. Well, I'm going to get fined if I don't get rid of it, they said. So that prompted me to call District Selectman Tony Deloge and ask him about this letter. He said he didn't know much about it, but he would suggest that I follow whatever it says. So here we go. You know, these are some serious times right now. Since January, oil prices have been through the roof. I'm seeing more and more farmers on TikTok saying that the government's paying them to kill their fields. Agent Orange, I saw a guy with a lawnmower mowing down beans, getting paid to do it. They're controlling food. Now they're going to control energy. I don't understand why this is going on. But I tell you what, if they control food and they control energy, what freedom do you have left? Man, isn't this something?
I'm sorry about the music. I'm going to recap. This is the container that was in the video yesterday, and we have unloaded the container. Freight is setting at ports. It is not moving, and we're talking ports around the world. Now, the freight that was on this container was shipped 37 days ago. This is that freight behind me. Somebody is intentionally hindering freight from moving back and forth. There are ports that are stacked. The directive is let it set. Let it set. I reached out to my largest customer, this customer, and that's what I was told. That the directive is let it set. We are definitely going to experience shortages, the likes of which you have never seen.
They're trying to keep me quiet. I need you guys to blow this up and stop scrolling. Control the food supply, control the people. This is what's happening. This is the truth. As a 4th-generation farmer, I'm hearing cries across the United States. The Biden administration introduced the 30-30 bill, saying that it is a climate change bill, a conservation bill. But if you look deeper, and if you really research what they're trying to do in Nebraska, it is disgusting. Why the hell does the government want 1.16 million acres in Nebraska? Because 97% of Nebraska is privately owned, so they're taking from farmers and ranchers and hardworking Americans. And by 2030, they want to take 680 million acres across the United States, kill family farms, control the food supply, control the people. Are you guys ready to stand up?
So one of the things we're going to be talking about this week is the apparent fresh food shortage that's going to hit Europe and the UK over the next few weeks and months. This has been completely orchestrated, and it's absolutely terrible that this is likely to be happening right now. There is plenty of fresh food being grown at the moment all over Europe. We have no shortages. Farmers have no shortages, despite the weather changes that we've been having recently. There is an awful lot of fresh produce in the fields at the moment, as you can see behind me. This is purposely going to be bought in bulk and destroyed to create an apparent food shortage. Folks, start listening, wake up. There is no food shortage.
Yo, excuse my sexiness. I have some breaking news. So, right now the federal government is offering farmers 1.5 times the amount that their crops are worth to destroy them. I know it sounds crazy, but just look it up. Don't use Google because they filter your searches. Use DuckDuckGo and you'll be able to find reliable information about this. Anyway, and if the farmers refuse to do this, then that same government will refuse to give them subsidies. I truly believe they're creating a food shortage, or they're going to. Can't prove it. Just look into what I'm saying, make up your own mind, but just to err on the side of caution, get some food, dried food, get water, be prepared. Even if it's not gonna happen, shit's getting weird and I'll need to prepare.
Farmers, because my trucker friends and family are close to farmers because they go to the farms, they pick up stuff, so they form relationships with, you know, the farmers that are bringing us our food. Farmers are being forced to destroy all of their crops with no explanation, or they will not qualify for certain subsidies that they need in order to keep their farm running, to be able to afford to get their tax breaks and stuff like that, to be able to stay in business. The government is basically saying, if you do not destroy your crops, we will. Here's the deadline. Farmers don't have any idea why they're being told this, what's going on, right? So there's always the conspiracy theories, and I don't, like, people will call me, they would call me a conspiracy theorist until the shit comes out to be true, and then people are like, oh shoot. Right, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, I just use common sense. I use a lot of common sense. I do my own research, and I make the best decision based off of whatever information is available to me. You obviously you have to be careful with the information that you're getting from anywhere, but you do your due diligence. There's trusted news sources that I trust. There's trusted websites that I trust. There's other websites that's like, sketchy, whatever. You can't even believe the fact checkers, because who's fact checking the fact checkers, right? So they have this whole big team of people on Facebook, and y'all know Facebook is so controlled. There's a whole big team of people on Facebook. Look at Chunky. Chunky, like, what's going on? You want some air, bubba? Get you some air. They have this whole big group of fact checkers on Facebook that if you post something, you'll get like a notice, or it'll say, oh, we can't post this because this is untrue, or it'll show under the post to your, I thought that was a motorcycle, it's a little putt-putt bike that's got to just roll by. It'll say that some part of this isn't true, or look this up on this website for confirmation. Like, you know, it's just a whole big like thing where the government is stopping certain information. Any of you who follow or practice a more natural lifestyle, a more holistic lifestyle, if you treat yourself more organically, holistically, you know, you don't do things with Western medicine and Western practices, you already know that they start shutting that shit down. You can't even post certain things about like healthy living, lifestyle, whatever, because promoting it is considered a violation of most social media platforms, because they consider it untrue or not proven. When any of you who follow those practices or practice holistic lifestyles, you already know this shit is true. You already know, if you've been doing it for years, like myself. You can't tell me something that's not true, something that I've been doing and practicing, and ingredients that I've been using in my life that work. You can't tell me that it's not true. But again, it goes back to the bottom line, money, right? If people knew, people do know, but some people are just ignorant, but if more people were on a bandwagon and they didn't have Big Brother always interfering and people sharing information freely, then none of these people would make money. Right, Chunky? What is it? None of these people would make money, and a lot of businesses would go out of business. Do y'all really think that in this day and age, the plan is to keep you healthy or to keep you sick? Because what's making the money? What's making the money? This is just common sense shit. This ain't even like no conspiracy theory. This is common sense shit. How do people make money? Nobody's gonna make money by keeping you well. They want you to keep coming back for treatments and seeing specialists and all of that stuff, because they're billing your insurance company, they're getting their copay, they're getting back-end payments, they're getting cuts from pharmaceutical companies. Like, it's just, this shit go deep, right? I ain't gonna go all into that, but here we are, you guys. I don't know, I know some of you are from New York. I don't know what all of you do for a living, but you know, right now is a very difficult time for people in New York, you know what I mean? And again, even for the people that got the pokey, it's never gonna end, right? Because they're basically saying, even if you got it, you're gonna have to get it every 5 months. You're gonna have to get boosters every 5 months. You're gonna have to get another shot every year. It's never ending. And please don't nobody go in my comments talk about, oh, you know, people been getting shots, whatever. Absolutely, things are not what they used to be, though, you guys. Things are not how they used to be. A lot has changed. There's so many things that are different now. Like, I just can't even begin to explain how things are different. I'm about to bust this UE too, because like, what is really going on over here? I don't even know. I think I'm turn here too, because like, what is happening? Hold on, you guys. I'm about to do a whole detour because the traffic where I go get my gas, it's all backed up. I don't know where I'm at. It's nice over here. Like, some big ass houses. I'm gonna try to see if I could swing around. Hope this ain't no dead end though. If I could swing around and go to the other gas station. I told my husband that I would be right back, but clearly I'm not gonna be right back. But anyway, you guys, so yeah, that's all I want to say. It's just my 2 cents on that, you know what I mean? Basically, what's going on right now in New York State. I don't know, like I said, what's going on in everybody's state, if it's the same sort of thing, you know what I mean? But right now, at least in our state, we are, oh, it's nice over here. Like, I should come over here and bring Chunky. I don't know where I am at all. I'm about to pull over though, so I don't get too lost, because I don't know these streets. It's going back towards my house, but I don't know where I am. These houses are fucking huge over here. Everybody's over here walking their dog. You know, the good suburbs life. The good suburban life. Is this a park? It's okay, Chunky. Chunky is like, what in the entire fuck are you doing? I'm trying to get us home, Chunky. It is really nice over here, you guys. Oh my god. I don't know if y'all can see, right? Can y'all see these homes? I turned the camera so y'all can look. Alright, where am I? Looks like I'm in community. Whatever. Like, child, if I didn't have any gas, I would have been so screwed. Construction. Oh, sorry, Chunky. I don't even know why do I still have on. Why am I still Dalmatian? So cute. Why am I still recording, you guys? Because I am so lost. It is fucking nice over here, though. It is really nice. Maybe it was meant for me to come over here because I've never been over here. See me, right? If the peoples get me, because I don't see a colored face nowhere. And these are all the houses that are like right by the water. So yeah. What's this say? Dead end? We're at a dead end. Okay, so let's bust this U-turn, you guys. It's okay, Chunky. I am actually going to put on my navigation because where the fuck am I? Hold on, you guys. Hold on, Chunky. It's okay, baby. We good. Let me use my Waze, y'all. I'll get back to you. Alright, you guys, I made it back home. I tried to stop at another gas station that's closer to my house. I don't really like that gas station. But it was crowded as hell. Like, the line was wrapped around. I don't know if I don't know. So I just came home. I was actually like happy that Detour happened, because I had never that little area with all those really nice houses. I've never been over there, and I like to like ride through my neighborhood and know where things are. So those are some beautiful homes over there. Basically right on the water. What else? All right, I'm done talking about the New York State shit, the pokey and all of that. Kanye West album, you guys. So Kanye West dropped his album Sunday, which was yesterday, and supposedly Chunky's ready to go, y'all. Excuse me, he's ready to go in. I'm gonna try to wrap this up. Then he released something saying that the label dropped the album without his permission, and that's not what he wanted. I listened to the album twice already. I was actually listening to it too when I was lost, getting lost, coming back home. I don't know. For me, I'm not gonna say it's terrible, but like, maybe because I'm so, like, I became a Kanye fan, the old Kanye. This is a new Kanye, right? And I do believe in people change, people grow, people's mindset changes, the way they look at life and all of that, absolutely. And, you know, his mom passing, death changes you, you know what I mean? Like, and losing anybody that you were close to, had a relationship with, that can definitely change you. And I do believe that after his mom passed, it definitely took him mentally somewhere else. You know, Kanye always been like a little extra out there anyway, before all of that even happened, if you watch like his old interviews or whatever. But I've always liked Kanye, but this new Kanye, since honestly Kim K Kanye, I'm really not feeling him. You know what I mean? Certain things that he says are really ignorant, and I never canceled him though. You know, like people are like cancel Kanye. Like, I still feel like Kanye, he needs some love, he needs some support. I don't know what the brother needs, medication, he needs something, right? But these last few albums of his have not been good to me. I don't know like what he's trying to do, like as far as like creativeness, because you know, creatives, you get your vibe, you get your vision, and then you just go off of that, right? Like I don't get it. I'm sorry. And I'm very open-minded, and you know, I really try to understand what people are trying to say, whether I agree with it or not. Like I'm just trying to understand what the hell you're saying. I don't really like it. I think that it's way too long for an album. I was talking to my homeboy today. You know, we're really into music, and I'm like, what are your thoughts? And he's just like, oh, I do like the album. You know, I think it's decent, but you know, maybe he could have did a few things different. And I'm like, look, I don't like the album. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's great, whatever. I do think that there's a few songs on it that are pretty good. Like, I like the song with the locks. There's another song on there with a new artist that I like as well. There's a few songs on there, right? But it's too long. It's a digital album, right? Like, most people are listening to albums Saturday mornings when you cleaning, or whenever you clean your house, doing laundry, going for a drive, going to work. Like, who has almost 2 hours to listen to an album? His album is 1 hour and 43 minutes, I believe, right? When I initially heard it, my husband and I, we were in a car together, and we were actually driving to the city. We're listening to it, and I'm just like, I'm not, it's not catching me yet. I didn't feel like any song was just like so dope, so different. Like, to me, it was just like, okay, if I never heard that song ever, I would be good. You know, like, I thought, you know, his mom's voice on the album, I thought that was very sweet. I thought that was obviously a good touch, because the album is named after his mom. I thought that was really nice. The beginning, when whoever that was on the album that said Donda, like, I'm sorry, if you didn't hear Kanye's album and you don't want to hear no, you know, I should have said that in the beginning, like, don't listen to this, because I'm kind of telling what the album is. The person said Donda like 27 times, and that lost me. Like, to be honest with you, I wanted to like cut it off right then and there, because that was weird. That was weird for me. Like, I mean, I don't get it. Like, it was creepy. It wasn't even like, now I get, again, chanting, right? Because from cultural perspective, right? Chanting is a thing, you know what I mean? So I get that, but it was just a little creepy to me. I don't know. It was just 27 times saying your deceased mom's name, somebody else saying, I don't know. It was creepy to me. I don't know if he was trying to summon her spirit, but that's a whole nother thing, child. But and Kanye to me plays the fence with the whole he loves Jesus, Christian, follow God's ways, follow the Bible, but you ain't living what you preaching, and that's where I can't relate to you. I can't co-sign nothing you doing, because you sitting up here trying to preach to the people about what they should be doing. That's not how you live, sir. That's not what you're doing. You know, to me, you're using God as a form to make money. You know how much money he done already made between the listening parties, the merchandise, all this stuff. Now, I'm not saying the brother shouldn't make any money off of his project or his creativity, but to me, like, these last recent stunts he's been doing with God and riding in on horses and stuff, like, 1 minute you talking about the God, and the next minute you posting Drake's address on the internet for the world to see. Son, that's not Christian. Like, come on, like, make it make sense. Like, this is just what I'm saying. All right, I probably could talk about a bunch of other current events that's going on, but I'm not, because the first video was like 20-something minutes. This is like 6 minutes. So you guys have a great night. I hope that you all are well. Oh, and I'm sending love to everybody that I noticed in Louisiana. Like, Louisiana just got hit with that crazy storm. Ida, I think the name of it is Ida. Gorgeous One Mink. That's my little sis. I hope you are good, because I know that you are in Louisiana. Off the top of my head, I know that you are in Louisiana. So please, sis, I seen you on Instagram, so I think that you're good, right? But sending my love and prayers to everybody in Louisiana. Like, that is no joke. And come to find out, they got hit with this storm 16 years, right? 16 years to the day of Katrina. How crazy is that? We're supposed to be getting hit with that storm too on Thursday. but I'll be home because I'm off of work. Tomorrow's my last day in the office until the 13th or the 14th. So yeah, I'll be home, but the thing is, y'all know where I live, these trees are hundreds of years old. And every time we have a storm, somebody branches fall or something happens, and the thing here in New York is the power lines, in most of New York, the power lines are above ground, which is the silliest shit to me ever, but I mean, this is what they did back in the day. So any trees or anything, any poles that fall, it knocks out the power lines, like crazy. And this tree right here, y'all can't see it because it's dark. We were supposed to get it cut down this year, but we had so many other projects, the price of lumber, it was just too much going on, too much figuring, too much trying to get people to get here. Like, the season's almost over, so y'all know in the winter time, after they do, the crew is coming back next week, the first weekend in September, they're coming back, after Labor Day, they're coming back to put our walls up. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get the floor guy, because he basically said he was booked, it's about to rain, he was booked until like November, so I don't know if my floors upstairs are going to be done, but who cares? As long as the walls are up, we could put some paint on the walls, and the electricity's already done. I just want to move back upstairs. I'm so tired of living in the living room. Like, it's just, being in just like that one space to sleep, to change your clothes and everything. And again, y'all, I'm grateful. Like, I didn't have to pay to stay in no hotel and nothing like that. I was able to still remain in my own house. But it's definitely something to be said about being in like one room. It's a big room, but it's one room with your pets, your husband, everything. So, and just like trying to keep things pretty and clean, because it's also the first space you walk into when you come into the house. So, with a big old bed in the living room. But listen, I do what I gotta do. We do what we gotta do. Until we can figure it out. So that's the plan, you guys. I know I don't think I've updated you recently because I've been showing old vlogs, because y'all just know how it goes. It's old vlogs. I'm gonna load this one soon though. And I did a throwback on last Thursday from 2020. Y'all know how many clips I have from last year and the year before that I just never got around to editing, but I refuse to delete them. I did delete some stuff, but most of the stuff I keep. And then I told Sarkaz, I was like, I'm gonna try. I think I've said this before. Like, I probably said this every year that I've been on YouTube. I'm going to try to do the Throwback Thursday so I can get my old clips out there, because a lot of shit y'all miss, right? Because my life, I vlog a little bit every day. So it's thoughts, things that happen, right? Y'all don't see a lot of shit, and then I talk about stuff and make it make sense, probably, because y'all miss those vlogs. Y'all miss. They should let me roll down the window, but not up the window. Oh, I think it's a certain amount of time that the car holds the power when it's in the off position, and then the power shuts off. So I'm gonna have to turn the car back on to close the window. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and I will speak to you again soon.